Hey everybody, just want to report in for my 12-week update. As of this week, I have lost another 3 pounds, which puts me at a total loss of 67 pounds. My highest weight was 403, and as of today, as of this morning, I am 336. So I'm quite happy with that. My 3-month follow-up appointment is next week with my surgeon, so looking forward to that. I'm pretty sure that they'll be happy with my results. They're not overwhelming or astounding, but I think I'm really right in the norm. I'm right in target for what my doctor wanted for me to lose, and I do seem to be losing again. I said it last week, at a nice slow and steady pace, 2 to 3 pounds a week, and I'm happy with that. I look pretty tired today. I didn't sleep well last night. I don't know why. But one of the things I just want to say, I watched I had read the information on the link that was on Janie's video that about the research, or the article on unsuccessful gastric bypass patients or weight loss surgery patients. And actually Barbara, I'm a Sweet Girl, had posted the link initially. And I had read over the article and didn't give it much thought. Just thought, oh, well, they just picked a few people, who had bad experiences, and, went on with my life. But after watching Mutant Queen's video last night, her change of heart video, I had never read the comments that people had posted to that article. So after watching her video, I went back and I read those comments, and I have to say, I can understand why she had a change of heart. I can understand why a lot of people who are considering surgery would read that and have, changed their mind. And I consider myself to be someone who is very well informed. I've said it before, I'll say it again. I looked into having this surgery for 4 years before I finally actually did it. So I felt like I was, still feel like I was very well versed in, what was to come, what the outcome should be, what the possible risks were, and, like I said, after 4 years, this is what I decided was best for me. And I think that's the key, is, anyone out there who's looking into this, you really do need to weigh all the pros and all the cons and see where you're at in your life. For me, I had spiraled out of control. I mean, at 400 pounds, it was difficult to do most anything. Luckily for me, I work a desk job, so it did not really affect my work, my way of supporting me and my family, but it affected me in so many other levels. Just physically, I was kind of even though I was there for my kids, and, physically, I really was not able to enjoy my kids or enjoy my life in general. Again, I just want to say, this is just for me, and this is more for myself, actually, to look back on this a few months from now and remind myself how I was feeling at this moment, is that after, again, reading all those comments, I'm not going to say it scared me, but it really just startled me, because, again, 12 weeks ago when I had this surgery, I felt like I was completely, totally, fully prepared, and I was going to be an awesome gastric bypass patient. I knew all the rules, I knew what I had to do, and I just have to be honest with myself and with everyone out there who watches my videos. I've not been the perfect patient. I don't get in my protein intake daily. I do take my vitamins every day, and I guess with myself, I always made myself feel good by saying, well, I take my vitamins every day. But in reality, I'm not taking the amount of vitamins I need to take every day. Yes, I take my vitamins, but I'm supposed to take 2 to 3 calcium tablets a day. I don't. In the morning, I take all my pills, and I'm done with it. So I'm not doing what I need to do. I'm supposed to take an extra calcium or 2 per day. And who's to say? I'm one of those people who are experiencing a lot of hair loss, and again, I've made myself feel good by saying, well, it's not because I'm not getting in my protein, and it's not because I'm not taking all my calcium, because there are lots of people who take all the protein and take all the vitamins and do everything right, and they're losing their hair. Well, that's not okay for me to say that anymore, because who knows, maybe for me, for my body, my makeup, my hormones, whatever, maybe I do need to make sure I take all that protein, and maybe I do need to make sure that I have the extra calcium every day. I think one of the things that really concerned me in those comments I read on that article were all the people who had problems with their teeth, and that's something I could deal with hair loss better than I could deal with all my teeth rotting and breaking and falling out. So that kind of freaked me out. So I have to tell you, I woke up this morning with a renewed attitude, probably a lot more like I was 12 weeks ago going into this. I think I've just kind of got used to it, or I've fallen back into, well, I'm doing what works for me, and you know, it's working, but who's to say 5 years from now what I'm doing now is going to be working for me. So with all that being said, I started off today with a new day. I woke up and I made my protein shake, and I forced that sucker down. I've taken all my vitamins, including my calcium, and I have my extra calcium pills packed with me to take to work, so I don't forget to take them as well. The other thing I have not been doing, and I don't know that every surgeon does this, excuse me, but ulcers is a very common side effect of the surgery. And my surgeon, from day one, he prescribes Pepcid, and you're supposed to take it twice daily. I did for probably the first 3 weeks, and since then I haven't. I'm like, what do I need Pepcid for? I'm fine. I've never had problems with a lot of acid in my stomach, or, you know, reflux or anything like that. And again, after reading that article, I'm like, what am I doing? This is what my doctor says I need to do. So who am I to slough it off and say I don't need to do it? So again, I'm going to start taking my Pepcid twice daily, because I don't want to end up with ulcers, or worse, bleeding ulcers. I just really, I'm glad Mutant Queen did that video, because like I said, it just made me go back and reread that stuff and really refocus my brain. You know, it's like I was almost in the mindset, well, I've had the surgery, you know, I'm just kind of tiptoeing along, and what works, but that's not true. This is a big change, and this is something that is a lifelong change. And again, as much as I knew that going in, things change. Your mind, well, for me, my mindset kind of changed since I've had the surgery. It's like, well, it's done and over with. I'm going on with my life now without really following the rules that I need to follow to make sure that long term I'm still happy with this decision, which I'm very happy that I've made this decision to have the surgery. And again, I'm hoping 5-10 years from now I'm still just as happy. And in order to make sure that I am, I need to follow the rules. So this is my goal to myself. I'm going to work as hard as I can to get in the protein that my doctor requires. I'm going to take my vitamins, including my extra calcium, to keep my teeth and not get osteoporosis and all those other things that come from calcium deficiencies. And I am going to take my Pepcid twice daily to prevent ulcers. So anyway, I hope I haven't scared anybody off or bored anybody to death, but I just think it's important. It's important for me, so this is more so a video to myself. Like I said, 3 months from now, when I find myself going off track and not doing what I need to do, I can look back on this video and remember how important it is to do all the things that my doctor says I need to do. So on that note, again, my weekly update, 3 pounds down. I'm very happy about that, and I'll see you all next time.